big news for us, at least. Um, my wife has finalized with the courts about having her name changed. Her passport ended up needing to be renewed, and of course, being married to me, her name changed. Well, complications with the passport agency about that. Had to go and do a legal name change, and now she has done that, and her passport literally came in 2 days after she had mailed it off. So now my wife is able to freely travel to Puerto Rico, which is fantastic. She could do it before anyways, but given the current administration and the fears associated with literally anybody with more than 3 names, the smart thing to do is have all your documents with you, have what you need with you, because quite frankly, there's profiling going on. Maybe not so much going down there, since it's a territory, but we're playing it on the safe side on that. Now, what that means is that our plan steps can continue on as they are supposed to. Granted, once the house sells, to where she'll go down there, she'll be able to process and do all the paperwork while I'll still be working. And then that gives me a place to live when I get down there. So most of the grunt works, basically, I'm doing a whole bunch of grunt work on this side, and she gets to do the grunt work on that side. And it's going to be hard. It's already proven to be very difficult not living in your house, trying to sell it with it empty. There's other interesting things going on with that aspect. But the big one's going to be, well, we're looking at, up to 2 to 3 months of video and phone calls only, not actually seeing each other. But if things go well, the house sells, it could be as quickly as 2 weeks where she's there, gets the house paperwork done, and then we'll have a place. Timeline wise, we could look at October. There's some medical and surgery stuff involved going on there. But yeah, so the big news is one of our hurdles has been dealt with, and it wouldn't even have been a hurdle if the passport agency had just looked at it as it is and said, oh yeah, this is right. No, they want particulars, they want specifics, or something just legally binding, because for some reason there's just a huge stereotype against people having more than 3 names in this country. Yet go anywhere else in the world and essentially everyone has 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to Mexico and the stereotype is they have 8 or 9 or 10. So that's really the news for it. I'm down here at my parents' dock just walking around. It's weird for me still holding a camera, talking to it, and that's kind of why I've done more like just short little, hey, this is what I did, this is what I'm doing, here's the video footage of it. I'm hoping to get more comfortable with this type of viewing. That way stuff that gets seen, you see it as it happened in the video, and you hear things instead of me going through cutting it out like, oh, I'm not putting this bit in, I'm not putting that bit in. I can just leave it more simplified. So just for sakes and anyone curious, on my last video you saw it in the backdrop, you can see it right now. That is my parents' house, as well as everything around here directly. So I'm going to flip it around just to make it easier to show. And so here we are on their dock, or their pier, take it as it is. They have a nice little entryway for you to get straight into the water. It goes down, depending upon tide, 3 to 4 feet. Heck, when Sally came through, the storm surge actually got up to the top here. That was fun to watch. This here is my dad's boat, and he has had it for quite some time, and he loves this thing. He loves it even more though now that he has a 4-stroke. It originally came with a 2-stroke, and boy howdy is there a difference. I definitely inherited from him the handiness trait, because for instance, his entire little docking here, he did all that himself. All the landscaping, which looks like we need some weeding or some spraying, all that he's done. And then like almost religiously, he'll go out on his paddleboard every morning for about 30 minutes to an hour. So then we're heading up there, and here we have Zelda and Nugget. Zelda is just this lovely little mix. She's such a sweet dog. And then you have Nugget, which he's clearly Dotson mixed, but he's a jerk. He's a sweet boy when he wants. Oh, Jesus, ow. Yeah, so she just stepped on my toe, and during the fireworks I had stripped the skin off on someone's driveway, and that is healing, so it's unfortunate I cannot get in the water. But we head on up. They got the lower deck patio, all the screening in, and the boards he's done. Their hot tub, and then I might go inside, but I don't know if I want to have that on here yet. And off to the side here right now is just the boat trailer. You can see my truck. One of the neighbors is taking out some trees. And then all the lovely landscaping my mother has done. And then Trinity here is working on repainting an Uncle Sam.
What do you think about it so far?
It's so much cleaner.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I'm glad my mom passed you on it. Well, I bet she's more glad that she passed you on it.
Why is that? She's bad at painting?
I don't think she wanted to do it.
I'm thinking that's the case too. It's her laziness. That's okay, because I enjoy doing it.
Well, it's definitely...
Even though it's a cliche.
It's a, Puerto Rican painting Uncle Sam dressing up the oppressor.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much the outside of their house. Again, there's my truck. I'm really hoping I can get it down to Puerto Rico. A little bit of a mess on this side. They even put the outlets in the ceiling lofts right there. I can do what?
You can take a picture of this, so that way we can make a duplicate.
For me to make it Puerto Rican Sam.
Yeah, a Puerto Rican Sam.
Okay. Yes. All right. Oh, that AC feels good. So now inside, but first, the more important thing. Ducky. She's the good one. She's the old one. Ow, 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 off the toe. Yeah, she's sweet. She's mixed with Retriever and Boykin. And then, of course, this happy boy is Brinkley, who is a Pomeranian Husky. And he's also our only designer dog. And then this one here, he is Sammy. He is technically our dog, but he is my grandfather's dog. He'll stay with my grandfather however long it be, and then most likely would actually come to me afterwards, if, depending upon age, things go. So, simple living room, very open, and then they're quite big and very handy kitchen. I am not going to show the bedrooms. I'll show one. I'm going to show one. Turn down, you got the pantry and the laundry. I'm not going to turn the lights on. And then they have a second floor, which it's just one room and a half bathroom attached to it. But, oh, he's gotten it set up since the last time I was up here. So he's got his pool table, he's got the TV, the little Nintendo set up. That looks different. No, it's just a regular switch. But yeah, you can overlook and see the neighbors. Ooh, they've put a real fence up for their dogs. And then one window you can see out. My parents are avid Alabama fans. Certified. Really? I don't remember my dad ever getting this. I've never seen it before. This is a first. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. And of course some liquor. Oh, that was the closet. I've only been up here a couple of times, so I'll forget where things are. Okay, yeah, little half bath, which it'll get finalized when it gets finalized. Toilet, sink, that's all it needs. And they do have an attic access. Now our house in Puerto Rico is definitely not going to be anywhere near like this. If we do a second story, it'll probably be dedicated towards like Airbnb or guest housing. And then that door is actually just to the garage. But oh my gosh, the laundry room. Now everything they did in here themselves. They didn't have a contractor. They got the cabinets, installed it all. But nice butcher block that they stained. Pantry. I mean, it's just simple pantry. Big, very big. We're not, as much as we enjoy visiting here, we don't want to live in such a large house. Too much upkeep, too much work. We want simple. So currently my grandfather stays in here when he visits, but direct access onto the deck with its own bathroom. And then the top deck, access from the living room, and then down in their bedroom they have direct access as well. And there's the troublemakers. So you can see, yeah, I mean, when you can come and visit literally here, people's vacation spots, your willingness to want to go and do things is, I mean, where you go is what you're doing, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. So I don't have to plan anything. I can just go here. I can go in the water. I can go ride on the boat. And it's fantastic. But we want a simpler life with its challenges. So yeah, with all of that, we got the big news update regarding my wife. Message that makes it safe for her to travel, even with whatever's going on with the administration, ICE, all of that. I mean, they're literally American citizens, and you're treating them like second-class citizens down there. So her hurdles are currently addressed. The big one, still nothing's happened yet. Our realtor is doing a massive joint realtor open houses. So there are, last I checked, 30 houses in our neighborhood that are for sale, and at least 10 of them have agreed to do the joint open houses. And what they're doing is they're all doing them at the exact same time, so that way these people that are looking for a house, like, oh, we can go see 5 houses, bam, 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 all on the same day without having to use a realtor. Hopefully to get foot traffic in. It's just the market as it is right now. I mean, when you're pushing 7% interest rates, it's not very cost effective for someone to buy a house. And rental apartments, they're realizing, oh crap, we're charging too much too, because apartment prices have dropped in our area as well. Not a lot, but in all reality, a business is here to make profit, but you can't do it to where you're making everyone, in essence, servitude to pay to live somewhere. Once you get to that point, you're looking to where it's like, well, what's the point? I'm going to find something else. I'm going to find a different way where I don't have to worry about this stuff. And we're not in that situation. Could be in that situation, but we're not. So we're just trying to escape the day in and day out to where, oh yeah, we'll retire eventually. No. Life isn't about retiring eventually. Life is about what it is while you have it. And when it's over, we don't know whether it continues on in a different form or not. As far as we can tell, it does, or believe it does. I might even do a video in regards to that. Because we've been feeling and seeing some evidence that makes us think something is going on at my grandfather's house, albeit small. So yeah, big step on a hurdle. Got to do a little tour of my parents' house, and one more step to swap it over to the other side of living. Have a good one.